unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, going deep here for Taylor. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They counted.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he slings one that's incomplete. avoid the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
33, Dalvin Cook.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And 7.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Brought down right at.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Bengals nothing.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run the counter with Cook. And he only manages a couple here, now to about the 38-yard line.
Cook on the carry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 38, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And they got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Complete.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 50-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Oh, he hang on to it. He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. David Moore there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. As mentioned, here's the younger brother of Dustin. This is Brenton Colquitt to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
To number 83.
Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is
and he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the block room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Again, it's Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he fires one. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He's brought down at the 40.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Carried by number 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Over the middle. And it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. He's going up top for Taylor. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play fake. Cousins. On the move to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10.
Number 30.
Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14.
14. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the cycle.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
2nd and 4 at the 9.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Taywan Taylor. Touchdown.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
At the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted. That should do it. He's picked up near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted and confident.
Pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Sam Hubbard getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly